Hello, so today you're gonna figure out if Black Ops 7 is worth your time. And so I did a version of this video, just finished recording it, but I made a few mistakes in that video, so I'm just gonna do it again here. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about the campaign, the multiplayer, and the zombies in a certain order, because I played a lot of the campaign, I played some of the zombies, and I played some of the multiplayer, so I have enough to talk about for this video. But what you do need to know about me is that I have played every single Black Ops campaign and Call of Duty Black Ops game. You know, I have played the Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Cold War, Black Ops 6, and now Black Ops 7. So I have played every single Black Ops game, so I kind of understand how I feel about this whole type of game and how it all works and all of that. So there is that, and you can see that on my channel I've done videos about Black Ops in the past, especially towards the release date of Black Ops 6. I did do a whole marathon of every single campaign and reviewed them, just as a fun little thing for me to do on my channel, and just to show you something that I like that you probably didn't know before. So there definitely is all of that, and so there will be certain spoilers in this video, as this game has been out for 2 weeks almost, and everyone gets their chances to play the game. And so if you haven't played it by now, I definitely think you should probably click off the video, because let's get into this. Let's get into the Call of Duty Black Ops campaign, Black Ops 7. And so what I will say is, this game has been getting some interesting reviews recently, because everyone's thinking, is Call of Duty ready to pack its bags at the moment? Because they haven't figured out how to make a solid, interesting campaign for a while. And I'll be honest with you to say that I actually prefer the Cold War campaign to this campaign. I prefer it to Black Ops 6 and 7 Cold War, and I'm gonna have to say it again, because Black Ops 7, it shows some quality drops definitely, because I could see what they were trying to do with the whole thing about how there's like a co-op campaign experience. But then it kind of ruins what made the prior games actually worth it, because you're just like, you're hopping into a multiplayer match, right? And then you're doing these missions, and then you're leveling up your guns and leveling up your profile on the Xbox or the PlayStation or the PC or whatever you play on, and it feels like they haven't like balanced it all out, where they just want everything to be merged into the multiplayer experience, rather than giving you a single player experience like you're meant to. And even if you try to do the squad fell off, where you play by yourself, the context of the game itself still feels really weird, because you're playing by yourself, and then there's other people trying to talk to you as you play the mission, and then you have literal cutscenes where you're in a certain moment, like you could actually be down and someone needs to revive you, and it cuts to a cutscene, and there's things like that where you're just like, what's going on here? And also just the storyline itself, I have to be honest with you, they just need to stop making Black Ops campaigns unless they find something new to do, because they use the obvious characters like Raul Menendez, and they slap in Alex Mason, and then they slap in Frank Woods. But this time, it's not as cool as Black Ops 6, where Frank Woods was in the wheelchair and he actually got to do some cool, epic Black Ops stuff, right? In this game, they turned Frank Woods into a big D&D, Stranger Things, like Yakuza big monster boss fight thing, and it's like, what the hell's going on here? And then they do the same with Raul Menendez, and you can look this up on YouTube, by the way. There's a literal boss fight in this game where you have to grab a machete that basically does this thing where it drops down from the sky and you have to kill him. So there's these things where they're just like, that's a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then as you progress throughout the whole campaign, there's just these missions where you just have to go and kill someone, and then there's like a boss fight with a big helicopter or a big thing where, for example, you play a mission and the thing, it has guns and it's people operating a ship, and you have to shoot that, and that's all you have to do. So there's definitely things like that. And then there's even a mission where you follow zombies around a prison, like how there's the prison in Black Ops 1, and then it's trying to recall that in Black Ops 7, and it's really weird because you kill the zombies and then the zombies become your friends, and there's things like that where you're just like, I don't know what's going on here. In Black Ops 6 there was Pantheon. In this game there's the Guild, and the guild are meant to be the big bad guys of the game, which is weird because they also try to make Raul Menendez the bad guy again, which he was, but this time they do it a bit differently. And then you've got Alex Mason, you've got Frank Woods. And then once you defeat Frank Woods, it's like they forget about him, right? They forget about Frank Woods and what he meant to the Black Ops lore itself. So there's things like that where I'm just like, okay, I see. This is weird how we just forget the aspects of what made the prior games good. So there definitely is that about Black Ops 7's campaign, and so there is that. There is just elements in here. I'm like very hunky-dory with this. I'm like, there's this, well, a bit of it's good, a bit of it's bad, like I'm kind of just mixed on it entirely. Like, I don't want to say it's the worst thing ever, but I'm just like, this could have been better, this could have been more exciting, and then they just done something in here that's just like, I don't know if the campaign needed to be co-op. And I'm saying this as somebody that completed the campaign last night, because you would do a mission as well, and yeah, there's just a lot of stuff in here that I've explained about how they just try to mess with the universe of Black Ops 7 and Black Ops 6, and then they try to tie all the other games in, and then they try to add in a new thing, and it just doesn't work the same way. So there is all of that, and that's the best way I can describe it all for you. So there's that. So then we get to the zombies. Now, I'm going to be honest that the zombies is the best part of Black Ops 7 this year, definitely. Because Ashes of the Damned is definitely something I'm going to probably go back and play a few more times, because it just has an element to it that just is addicting, and it's interesting to play. As you go through the rounds and then you get to do the Pack-a-Punches. I know it's the same stuff, the Pack-a-Punches every year, but that actually works because that's just zombies at its finest, really. So I do like that. And then the multiplayer is enjoyable too. I do enjoy the multiplayer, what it has to go for, like, because you just have fun with that and stuff. And so yeah, there's not really much else I can say about it, because obviously it's only been out for about 10 or 11 days, this game, and there's only so much I can say after a while about Black Ops, because while the campaign's enjoyable, at certain moments you have to take a look back and step back and realise when you actually play the campaign, it just does not have the same elements and excitement that the other campaigns could have had. And then there's all of that, and how they did not spend ages making this campaign either. And so definitely, hopefully they try to do something better with the next Call of Duty game, and they try and innovate the franchise a little bit, because I noticed, like I was saying there, like I was talking about with this whole review, they didn't try anything new in the campaign. Like, they try some elements that you've seen before, but you don't get a new storyline, you don't get a new thing that happens. And when they just try to like launch in Frank Woods or launch in these other characters, they're all just made up to be big monsters and big jokes. And so yeah, that's my review of Black Ops 7. Overall, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's passable content that you can just mindlessly tap your fingers on your controller with, but it's nothing that you're gonna be spending so much money on. And especially for me, I didn't buy it. Like, I have the Game Pass, but it's just downloadable content for me, so I wasn't spending money to play this game. I played it the way it was meant to be played. And so yeah, this is a mixed review from me, but I just have to be honest into saying at this time that I prefer Black Ops 6, and I prefer Cold War. Obviously prefer Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. This campaign actually makes me want to go back and replay those again, honestly, because yeah, that was just how I felt about the whole campaign and the gameplay experience itself. So let me know if you feel the same way, or you say, no, this campaign is awesome, this campaign is the best campaign of all time. Just let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this review, and don't forget to check out my YouTube Shorts videos about sports recently. Don't know if I mentioned that earlier, because I talked a lot about Call of Duty in this video, but I just thought I'd mention that. I'll link that down below. And so stay tuned for more reviews like this one, right? Bye. Time for the Black Ops campaign video to be uploaded onto this YouTube page. So yeah, peace out, bye.